Yo, so I was just thinking about how these tech guys throw money around like it's nothing, right? Like, you ever see what a Silicon Valley bachelor party looks like? It's insane. I got somebody here who knows on God what I'm talking about. Manuel Flores, man, you've seen some wild shit protecting these tech executives.
Yeah, bro. Wild don't even begin to cover it.
Before we get into it, let me paint a picture real quick. It's 2:47 a.m. in a Vegas penthouse. Champagne bottles everywhere. Half-naked women. Cocaine on every surface. Manuel's protecting a tech CEO worth $400 million. Then the door gets kicked in. 6 men, all armed. The leader walks straight to the groom, puts a gun to his head, and says 3 words. "Where's my money?" The groom starts crying, says he doesn't know what they're talking about. That's when Manuel realizes this bachelor party just became a hostage situation, and the people who crashed it, they don't make empty threats.
Man.
So, Manuel, how does somebody get into protecting tech executives? That's not on God entry level security work.
No, it ain't. I started doing nightclub security in San Francisco, right? This was like 2014, 2015. And bro, the tech money was just flooding these clubs. Like you'd see kids in hoodies dropping 10 grand on bottles.
Right, right.
I'm working the door at this spot in Soma, and one night there's this attempted robbery. 3 dudes tried to run up on some tech guys in the parking lot.
Okay.
I stopped it, handled the situation, and one of the guys I helped, he was a partner at this private security firm. Called me 2 days later, offered me a job doing executive protection.
Just like that?
Just like that. My first client was this crypto entrepreneur, 26 years old, getting death threats.
Death threats? Damn.
Yeah, and at first he thought it was just online trolls. People talking shit on Twitter or whatever. Turns out it was people he owed money to. Real money. Like he'd borrowed from some, let's call them non traditional lenders to fund his startup.
Oh, shit.
Never paid him back. Figured once he got his Series A funding, they'd just forget about it.
Bro, what? That's not how that works.
And that's what I'm saying. These tech kids, they go from coding in a garage to having 50 million in the bank overnight. No street smarts, no understanding of how dangerous that makes them.
Facts. What's different about protecting a 25-year-old tech billionaire versus like a traditional corporate exec?
Everything, bro. Traditional exec, they understand security. They grew up with it. They respect the protocols. These tech guys, they think they're invincible. They think money solves everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, they attract different threats. Like traditional execs worry about corporate espionage, maybe a stalker. Tech guys, they're getting threats from hackers, drug dealers they partied with, people they screwed over in business deals. It's a whole different world.
When did you first realize these young tech guys were playing in dangerous waters they didn't understand?
Man, probably when I was still working club doors and I started noticing patterns. There were these dealers who would specifically target tech workers. Like they knew that's it, who to approach.
Easy marks.
Easy marks with deep pockets, and these kids would buy anything Coke, Molly, pills, whatever. Never thinking about who they're dealing with or what happens when you owe these people money. I saw one kid get robbed for his Patek Philippe watch. He'd been bragging about it all night to the wrong people.
Damn. So walk me through how this Vegas job came to you. What was the initial brief?
Okay, so this was about 3 years ago. I get a call from this business partner. His name was Jake. He tells me his partner Marcus just got acquired. Their tech startup sold for 800 million.
800 million?
Yeah, Marcus was the CTO, 29 years old, about to personally clear 400 million from the deal. This kid had never had real money before. Like he was living in a studio apartment 6 months earlier.
Oh man.
So Jake wants to throw him this massive bachelor party in Vegas. Go big. The plan was penthouse suite, one of the high-end casinos, private tables, entertainment, the whole nine.
When you're doing advance work for something like this, what are you looking for?
I'm looking at everything. Who's on the guest list, what their backgrounds are, what the venue security is like, where the exits are, who has access to the floor, what kind of surveillance the casino has. But the biggest thing, I need to know everyone who's going to be in that room.
Right, right.
And that's where the first problem came up. Marcus insisted on inviting people I didn't vet. Said they were old friends from college, and I'm like, bro, I need to run backgrounds on everybody.
He pushed back?
Hard. Told me I was being paranoid, that these were his boys. He'd known them for years. I finally got him to give me the list, and I ran checks anyway.
You said there were warning signs. What tipped you off that something was wrong?
One name on that list, Tommy. This dude had been arrested twice for possession with intent to distribute. And when I dug deeper, I found connections to a distribution network operating out of the Bay Area.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I confront Marcus about it, and he's like, "Oh, Tommy, yeah, he helped us out with some party supplies for clients and events. Says it's no big deal. Everybody in tech does it."
Bro,
Yes, I tried to tell him, "You're about to be worth $400 million. You can't be associated with this shit." But he wasn't hearing it. Said I was being dramatic.
so you get to Vegas.
We get to Vegas, and I'm already on edge, like my gut's telling me something ain't right. First night, we're down in the casino, and I see Tommy making all these calls, stepping out every 20 minutes,
Nervous energy?
sweating, fidgeting, looking over his shoulder constantly. And then I notice him talking to these guys near the high limit tables, and these dudes, they don't look like they're there to gamble.
What do they look like?
Expensive watches, tailored suits, but cold eyes, military bearing. These are serious people. One of them makes eye contact with me, and I can tell he knows I'm security. He's sizing me up.
Fuck.
At that point, I pull Tommy aside. I'm like, "Yo, who are those guys you were talking to?" He gets all defensive, says they're nobody, just some people he knows from back home. But I can see it in his face. This dude is scared.
At what point did you realize this wasn't just about protecting him from paparazzi or fans?
When the entertainment showed up,
The escorts?
yeah, high-end escorts, beautiful women, the whole package, but I recognized one of them. I'd seen her at a club incident back in SF. She was connected to an organization's side business.
Oh no.
She makes eye contact with me, and bro, the look she gave me said everything. It was like, you shouldn't be here. This is not what you think it is.
Man,
That's when I knew this bachelor party is a setup. Something's going down. I try to shut it down right there. I go to Marcus, tell him we need to leave, cancel the party, get out of Vegas.
what did he say?
He tells me I'm being paranoid. Says he's paying me for security, not to be his babysitter. Jake backs him up, says I'm overreacting, they're just trying to have a good time. So I'm stuck. I can't physically force them to leave, and if I walk away, I don't know what happens to them.
You're in an impossible position.
That's it. So I stay, but I'm on high alert. I position myself where I can see the door and keep Marcus in sight.
What time is it at this point?
This is around midnight. The party's just getting started. More people show up. Music's blasting. Drugs are everywhere. Cocaine on every surface. Pills, bottles. The penthouse is packed. Maybe 40 people in a space meant for 15.
40 people? You can't control that.
I can't. I'm trying to keep Marcus in sight, but people are in every room, the balcony, everywhere. Around 2:30 a.m., I notice Tommy's gone, like I haven't seen him in 20 minutes.
That's not good.
I ask around. Somebody says they saw him go into one of the bedrooms with two of the escorts. So I go to check on him, open the door, and the bedroom's empty.
Empty?
Window's wide open, fire escape. Tommy ran, just disappeared.
Oh shit, he knew.
He knew facts, what was coming, and he left everyone else to deal with it. I'm running back to the main room and I'm thinking, how much time do I have? 5 minutes? 10.
What happened next?
I get back to the main room and literally, right as I walk in, the door gets kicked open.
Fuck.
6 men rush in, all armed with pistols. They move like professionals. 2 on the door, 2 covering the room, 2 advancing. Music's still blasting. People are too fucked up to even realize what's happening at first.
How many guys came through that door?
6. The leader is this guy in his 40s, scar across his neck, expensive suit. He doesn't waste time. Walks straight through the crowd to Marcus, gun out.
What's going through your head when you see guns come out?
I'm doing math. 6 armed men, one of me, 40 civilians in the room who'll panic. If I draw my weapon, people die. Guaranteed. So I'm trying to assess, what do they want? Is this a robbery, a hit? What's the play?
And then,
The leader puts the gun to Marcus's head and says, "Your boy Tommy owes the family $350,000. He was supposed to deliver product, took the money, never delivered. Now you're going to pay his debt."
what was the debt about? What did Tommy do?
From what I pieced together later, Tommy was running a side business, using his tech connections to move product to wealthy clients, startup founders, VCs, that crowd. The organization fronted him $350K worth of cocaine to distribute, and he took the product, sold it, kept the money.
He tried to cut them out?
Tried to cut them out. Thought he could just disappear, I guess. Move to a different city, they'd forget about it. But these people don't forget.
What was Marcus doing while this is happening?
Marcus is crying, like full on sobbing, saying he doesn't know what they're talking about. And way I see it, him. The kid's genuinely terrified and confused. He had no idea about Tommy's business.
Damn.
The leader doesn't care. He pistol whips Marcus across the face. Blood everywhere. Women start screaming. People try to run for the door, but the men block the exits. One of the syndicate guys recognized me from the club scene back in SF.
He knew you?
Yeah, he looks at me and says, "You're that protection guy from SF. Smart man would walk away right now." And bro, I had a choice to make right there.
You're outnumbered, outgunned. What are your options here?
I got my weapon on me. I could draw. Maybe I'd take down 2, 3 of them before they drop me. But then what? The other guys start shooting. 40 people in this room. It's a massacre. Or I try to negotiate, try to de-escalate, keep everyone alive.
What did you do?
I step forward, hands visible, and I say, "Marcus didn't know about this debt. This is between you and Tommy. Let everyone go. We'll figure out payment." The leader laughs, like actually laughs in my face. He says, "You think I'm stupid? This tech boy just made 400 million. He can spare 350K for his friend's mistake. Consider it a lesson in choosing better friends."
Damn.
And then he gives them 10 minutes to transfer the money or people start dying, starting with the groom. Marcus is panicking, can't think straight. He's looking at me like, what do I do?
What are you telling him?
I'm trying to stay calm, telling him it's just money. It's not worth dying over. But then Jake, his business partner, the guy who hired me, he refuses.
He refuses to pay?
Says if they pay, it makes them targets forever. Every criminal in the city will know they're soft. And I'm like, bro, that's not how this works. You pay, you live, we deal with the rest later. But Jake's not hearing it. He's trying to be a hero.
Oh no.
Jake pulls out his own gun. I didn't even know he was carrying. Points it at the leader, says, "Get the fuck out of here before someone gets hurt."
Man,
Everything slows down. I can see what's about to happen, and I try to stop Jake.
but you can't get there in time?
One of the syndicate guys shoots Jake twice in the chest. He goes down instantly.
Fuck.
The room erupts. People screaming, trying to escape. Total chaos. I'm moving toward Jake, trying to get to him, but there's bodies everywhere. People trampling each other. The leader puts the gun back to Marcus's head and says, 5 minutes now. Next one dies is the groom.
When did you realize someone was going to die that night?
Honestly, the moment Tommy ran, I knew it was going to end in blood. These people don't come to talk. They come to collect or to send a message. I hoped I could keep everyone alive long enough to figure it out.
So Jake's dead on the floor. What happened next?
Marcus completely breaks, like he's done. He agrees to transfer the money immediately. But his hands are shaking so bad he can't work his phone. Can't even unlock it.
Man,
I have to help him do it. I'm literally guiding his fingers through the Bitcoin transfer while Jake's bleeding out on the floor. The whole time, the leader's got the gun pressed to Marcus's temple, watching the phone screen.
did Marcus make the transfer?
Yeah, 350K in Bitcoin to an anonymous wallet. Takes about 3 minutes for the transaction to confirm. Longest 3 minutes of my life, bro. Just waiting. Jake's body right there. People crying. The leader's phone buzzes. He checks it, nods. He tells everyone, "This is what happens when you play with real money. Stay in your lane."
They just left?
Left Jake's body on the floor and walked out like nothing happened. As soon as they're gone, I call 911, start doing CPR on Jake, even though I know he's already gone. Both shots hit center mass. He probably died within seconds.
Damn. What happened when the cops showed up?
It became a nightmare. 40 witnesses, all high on something, half of them lying to protect themselves. Marcus tried to claim it was a random robbery, didn't mention the debt or Tommy or any of it.
He lied to the cops?
Straight up lied, said masked men broke in, demanded money, shot Jake when he resisted. I told the detective the truth, the whole story about Tommy, the debt, everything. Marcus's lawyers threatened me with defamation lawsuits for making false statements that damaged their client's reputation.
They came after you?
Tried to, but I had nothing to lose. I wasn't going to lie about what happened. The case went nowhere. No witnesses would cooperate. The organization had disappeared. Bitcoin was untraceable.
Did they ever find Tommy?
Yeah, 3 weeks later, desert outside Vegas, execution style.
Message sent.
Message sent. You don't steal from these people. You don't run. They will find you. And honestly, part of me thinks Tommy knew that. I think he knew he was dead the moment he took that money.
So he tried to run anyway.
What else was he going to do? Stay at the party and get shot in front of everyone? At least he gave himself a few more weeks.
What happened to Marcus after all this?
Complete breakdown. Like the kid couldn't function. PTSD, anxiety, the whole thing. He sold his shares in the company at a massive loss, moved to New Zealand. Last I heard, he's living off grid on some farm, doesn't use technology, doesn't talk to anyone from his old life.
Damn.
The escorts who were there, 2 of them disappeared, never heard from again. I suspect they were part of the setup, sent there to keep tabs on the party, make sure everything went according to plan.
How did this change the way you operate?
Everything changed. I have a strict policy now. Full background checks on everyone at an event, no exceptions. If a client refuses to cooperate with security protocols, I walk away from the job. I don't care how much they're paying.
That's got to cost you business.
It does, but I'm not interested in babysitting rich kids who think they're invincible. I work with clients who understand that money makes you a target, who respect the process. And if they don't get it, they can find someone else.
Do you still work with tech executives after this?
Yeah, but I'm way more selective. I look for the ones who have street smarts, who understand the game. There are some tech guys who grew up in rough neighborhoods, who know what real danger looks like. Yeah, those are the ones I work with, the ones who listen.
You carry guilt about Jake. Talk about that.
Yeah, man, I think about it every day. If I'd been more aggressive about shutting down the party, and if I'd refused to work unless they kicked Tommy out, maybe Jake would still be alive.
But you tried. You told them something was wrong.
I did, but maybe I should have tried harder. Should have walked away and forced their hand. The thing that kills me is Jake died over money that meant nothing to them. Marcus was worth $400 million. $350K was pocket change, less than 1% of his net worth.
But Jake was trying to make a point.
And the point got him killed. That's what I try to teach people now. Your ego is not worth your life. Pay the money, walk away, live to fight another day. Jake thought he was being strong, standing up to them, but all he did was get himself killed and traumatize 40 people.
The leader was right about one thing. Marcus could afford it.
Yeah, that's what haunts me. The leader knew. That's it, what he was doing. He knew these tech guys just came into money, knew they'd be easy targets. And he was right. $350K to someone worth $400 million? That's nothing. That's a rounding error.
Did Jake's family ever get the real story?
Yeah, I told them everything. They deserve to know the truth. They sued Marcus and the casino, settled out of court for, I think it was like $15 million.
Blood money.
Blood money, but at least they got something. At least Marcus had to face some consequences. Jake's mom she told me she doesn't blame me. Said I tried to protect them. But I still blame myself,
That's heavy, bro. What do you want people to understand about protection work after hearing this?
That it's not about being tough. It's not about looking cool with a gun on your hip. It's about making impossible decisions in seconds. Decisions that people's lives depend on. And sometimes you can't save everyone. You do your best, but people still die. You have to live with those choices for the rest of your life.
Real talk.
And for clients, tech executives, anyone with money, you need to understand something. Your wealth makes you a target, your lifestyle makes you vulnerable, and the people who want to hurt you, they're professionals. So when your security tells you something's wrong, fucking listen.
Facts. That's the lesson right there.
Marcus didn't listen. Jake didn't listen. And Jake's dead because of it. Don't let your ego get you killed. Don't let your pride cost someone their life.
How do you deal with it mentally, like carrying that weight?
Therapy, honestly. I see a therapist who specializes in trauma, PTSD. Because this shit will eat you alive if you don't deal with it. I still have nightmares about it. I see Jake on the floor, the blood. But I also know I did everything I could in that moment. I made the best decisions I could with the information I had.
That's all you can do.
That's all any of us can do, but it doesn't make it easier.
Nah, it don't.
The one thing I know for sure is that I'll never let a client override my security assessment again. If I say we shut it down, we shut it down. If they don't like it, they can fire me. But I'm not watching another person die because somebody wanted to party.
That's the line in the sand.
That's the line.
I appreciate you sharing this story, brother. I know it's not easy to talk about.
No, it's not. But if it helps somebody understand what this work really is, if it saves one life, it's worth it.
For everybody listening, this is what real protection work looks like. It's not standing around looking tough. It's not Instagram photos with celebrities. It's making life or death decisions in seconds. It's living with the consequences of those decisions. If you're in this industry or thinking about getting into it, understand you will face situations where you can't save everyone. You have to live with those choices. You have to carry that weight. And if you're not ready for that, this ain't the job for you.
Real talk.
Manuel Flores, good looking out for being here and keeping it real. I know this wasn't easy.
Thanks for giving me the platform to tell the story. People need to hear this shit.
If you want to hear more stories like this, subscribe to The Protection Perspective. Share this episode with anyone who needs to understand what this work really is, especially if you know someone in tech who thinks money makes them untouchable. And if you're a tech executive listening to this, vet your friends, vet your parties, and for God's sake, listen to your security. They're not there to ruin your fun. They're there to keep you alive.
That's it right there.
I'm Big J. Stay safe out there.